The methods of energy production the United States currently uses largely depend on finite resources such as coal and natural gas. Not only do our methods make our country rely on other places for energy, but it also creates excess greenhouse gas emissions. In order to approach a new energy policy, we have pinpointed certain issues that need to be addressed. Our new energy policy would occur over a time frame of 33 years. It must also be financially reasonable and address environmental concerns. Not only that, but there are other challenges that need to be faced when creating the energy policy, such as what the public or worker unions have to say about the changes we make.
Our proposition for an alternative to the United States' current energy production method is as follows. Decrease coal to 20% and natural gas to 28%. Increase nuclear to 22%, hydropower to 11%, biomass to 3%, geothermal to 0.6%, solar to 6.4%, wind to 8%, and keep petroleum and other gases at 1%. In order for our policy to work, we ask that there be more development on renewable energy sources, which would be made possible by slowly decreasing funds for fossil fuels and adding them to renewables. This would help us in the long run by limiting our dependence on finite resources and moving towards being a more energy-independent country.
Coal power is currently dominating the energy industry with a 33% mass usage within the United States. In order to obtain coal energy, coal must be burned to create heat that is used to boil water. The byproduct is combustion ash that can be harmful to the lungs. Our policy asks for coal to be only used from 33% of total U.S. energy to 20% of total U.S. energy. This would ensure the coal industry would not be completely lost and we would still be limiting emissions.
Nuclear power is a conversion of mass to energy. 20% of the United States' current energy is composed of nuclear energy. Although there are infrastructure costs that can range from $4 billion to $9 billion, we plan to expand on this energy source from a total energy uses of 20% to 22%. This 2% would be the first step towards generating thrust towards nuclear energy industry.
About 6% of the United States' energy comes from hydropower. Hydroelectricity is a great renewable resource because it uses the kinetic energy of moving water to produce energy. The downside to this energy source is that there aren't many places to build new dams that are required for generating electricity this way. Our plan is to increase hydroelectricity by putting plants next to already existing dams.
As of today, biomass power takes up 1.6%. However, with increasing technology, we plan to increase this power to 3%, especially within the use of biofuels. The current cost to create a biomass plant ranges from $100,000 to $250,000. The biomass industry can grow slightly to overcome the cost because of a balanced carbon cycle system within the power source.
Geothermal energy currently takes up 0.4% of the energy production in the United States. Currently, in order to be able to use geothermal energy, we must place them near hotspots. However, most available hotspots are part of national parks, and which is protected area by the EPA. Although we still plan to increase it to 0.6%, allowing us to continue to place geothermal power plants in the last remaining places that can be allowed.
The Earth receives 1,366 watts of direct solar radiation per square meter. That is unused energy that goes wasted. Solar power panels gather radiant heat and light from the sun and captures it using photovoltaic panels. Our new energy policy refines the U.S. solar power usage and increases it from 0.6% to 6.4%.
Wind power provides the United States with 4.7% of its energy. Some are reluctant to increase wind power due to cost and the fact that wind turbines need to be located specifically in windy areas in order to generate a significant amount of electricity. Our policy intends to increase wind power as an investment towards an energy-independent future for the United States.
So take a stand, think green, and join the movement to change our world for the better. The year 2050 will be a new chapter for the United States. Together, we can change the way we power our great nation.